All right, I managed to get the thumbnail changed, which is second to last thing that I need to do. The last thing that I need to do is I need to get myself a drink, which is right behind me. It's actually just sitting over in the corner here. I guess we can switch it up so you can see. Hold on, let me grab it, and then I'll let you see what's going on. Make sure to open it so you can hear it. There we go. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the last live stream of 2020. It promises to be a uneventful live stream, I hope, unlike the year. I guess we'll find out as we go. How you doing? Hope everybody's in here. Let's see the multi-stream so I can see if anybody's saying hello in the live chat. Oh, I see some people popping up on screen. Hey, Chloe. Jackie, good to see you guys. It's funny because you popped up on the screen, but you didn't pop up in my chat, unfortunately. So if anybody said hello before Chloe or Chloe Elliott, I always say Chloe Elliott is how I read that in my head, but I feel like that must be wrong because Chloe probably. You can tell me. Please correct me, Chloe, if I'm wrong. What's up, Paul? So tonight I'm drinking Snake Dog. There's a whole bunch of dog-themed beers that I bought that I guess are local. I didn't actually look to see what the story is with these. Hold on. This is, oh my gosh, 7%. I'm definitely gonna enjoy this one. Trying to see where it's from. It looks super local. I'll answer that later, maybe. I'm just gonna take a sip. Cheers to you, and good riddance to 2020. We're almost there. Happy, healthy, and coffee-filled new year to you too, Jackie. Hi, Ronald. Hey, Rachel. Lori. And Moore. All right, so I'm gonna get ye started here. I kind of already dropped a few things in here, some music and such. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of, speaking of music, get rid of that background music. What's up, Ron? All right, for those of you that have never seen one of these before, just in case you're either watching this live or later for posterity, I'm gonna literally just be editing my vlog live. I went out and I filmed a little bit today. I really didn't feel like doing anything. And one of the things that I decided to do on days, like on good weather days, which have felt rare the last week or longer, I'm going to go out. I'm just going to try and go out and see something. We can't go in anywhere. We can't go into museums or, cultural centers. A lot of the churches are closed. I didn't see a single open church today of all the ones that I was actually paying attention to. So that doesn't mean that I can't go out and enjoy the sunshine, though, and see things from the outside. And so, just go and see one thing. It's kind of like my goal. I don't have to go do everything. I don't have to go do a ton. I just need to go see one thing and then go home, and that's okay. And so that was basically what I set out to do today. I figured I'm going to go see the Pantheon, and then I was like, well, I might as well walk through Luxembourg Gardens on the way. And then just had a nice little stroll. Turned out to be a little bit of a longer stroll than expected in some ways, but it was great, and it was exactly what I needed, and I felt great afterwards. So, what's up, Gordo? Sasha? Hola, Chica, or Chico? I don't know. Sasha could be a guy's name, actually, right? I don't know for sure. I should hola. I'll just hola back. Happy New Year to you, Marianne. All the best to you as well. Yeah, well, here you go. You never know. I hope you enjoy your boring life stuff. This is also for me. It's fun. I'm happy that this is my job, but this is also very regular life stuff for me too. So it makes it more fun to get to share it. Some of the behind the scenes magic. I still haven't made my animations for my title screen yet, but we'll get there. Let's see which one. Is it this one? Oh, I gotta change my settings so I can hear this through my headphones. Because otherwise, it's going to get weird. Yes. Okay. That should do the trick. This seems like a good place to start, music-wise. There we go. I can hear it now. I'll give this the good old reduction in audio gain. It's the best way to start every video edit. Hi, Lita. Good riddance to 2020, indeed. Good riddance to 2021. That is a skip ahead. Didn't even notice that. It's really funny. As far as we know, we're not going back into lockdown, Danielle, but I mean, the minister of health yesterday said they're going to do regional, like, curfew intensifications, but I don't know. Who knows? We'll find out. Just kind of rolling with it as best we can. Let's put this down here, I guess, maybe. And I'm just going to kind of get into this. Oh, did I explain what I was doing? I was in the middle of, I was going to explain. Oh, maybe I did. I'm literally going to edit this video. In the past, I would usually have like goals of some sort to make me drink more. I do have more beer in the fridge. I can have at least one more beer that's cold. Might only be one. But you know, I'm just happy to hang out. There's no need. This is a weird looking snake dog. Look at this. You see that? That's a weird looking fantasy animal on this beer. It's a nice beer though. I like it. Hi, Happy Thermity Games. So, you know, if we get over 100 likes on this video or something like that, I'll have a drink. I'll probably just have a drink anyways, but you know, it depends on how fast I edit as well. Cause, hopefully this isn't going to be too long of a video. It's a very it's just a strolling around kind of video. So let's grab a little Christmas market footage. I was really working hard on getting this, wow, that's a lot shorter clip than I thought it was. I was really working hard on getting some hot wine steaminess going. Not sure how well it ended up working. That was nice, but then I ruined it. Oh, how long? Oh man, not long enough. We'll grab this wider angle and start with that. Fulfill that promise right off the bat that the Pantheon's going to be in this video. Oh, good, Jackie. I'm glad that you're enjoying the fun walks. Happy beer drinking to Canada, Jim. Happy beer drinking to Canada. There we go. Okay. I'm going to get some smooth moving footage in here, too. It was a very DJI heavy filming session, which was delightful. I haven't used this camera in 2 months. It's kind of crazy to think. I really like it. Okay, there's that. Really hoping I didn't use. I feel like I might have used this song once before, but not actually sure. There we go. That wind. No bueno. I love that church down there. Let's see if that works. I also have to remember there was a couple here at the end that I talked while the camera wasn't facing me. Hopefully we get that right. I probably want to give this a little bit more. Oh, we should do some love bombing later. I mean, love storming. Gotta work on the terminology. Okay, that was not so interesting. Let's do this. And then we'll fade our audio in nice and slowly. And then it spins around at some point here. We'll bring that in a little bit earlier. I thought today that and then I just go for a little bit of a stroll. Initially, I was wanting to go. Whoa, why is that so short? Go up to the pan. And then I'm gonna, let's see, I wanna bring this audio down. I thought today that I'd just go for a little bit of a stroll. Initially, I was wanting to go up to the Pantheon. We can do it there. Seems like a pretty natural place to end that. And then, don't want to run out of music too quickly. And then I might as well do my little title, my manual title cards here, because I want to forget about them. Yeah, I ran out. What? Today it was very nice weather today. What are you talking about? I feel like it was nice weather all day. Perfect time. Perfect timing to open a beer there, Andy. Well done. Thanks, David. Yeah, I'm happy to. I'm happy to be making videos again. I'm trying to make myself do it because I've definitely lost the will to do anything the last couple weeks. Is what it feels like, and it's like I just need to get out there. Hey, Sir Nick, it is an editing party. I missed all of this, and your music's in here, Sir Nick, as well. Yeah, it's very cold out there. 38 degrees Celsius for sure by the... Oh, wait. Yeah, either way, it's also very hot. 38 degrees would be hot and cold. It's on both ends of the spectrum. Hi, Chev. All right, let's see. I was in the middle of doing that. 1,280, almost to the unluckiest 100. Whoa. You guys got to let me know if there's ever a knocking at the door, too. Hold on one second. No knocking, pretty sure. Pretty sure there was no knocking in the end. I had a neighbor moving some stuff, and I wasn't sure if she was going to end up knocking on the door or not. Of course, bad timing if she was going to. Hi, Smary. Hey, Jenica. Welcome to the party. Where did the will go? Where did the will go? All right. Is that still in the right spot? Oh, wrong one. Wrong one. Wrong one. So I'm not totally used to how they changed this. Funny, they make these random changes that do not make sense in the brain of somebody, you know, like that are kind of counterintuitive to how the software always worked before. And that's fine, whatever. Like I'll get used to it, but it definitely screws with you for a while. And it's like very unpleasant at first. But for the most part, you get used to this stuff. I think that should be enough on that. And I can drag this guy out and give us our Paris. I don't think the shot is good enough to be an opening shot, though, to be honest. I'm gonna swap this one out, I think. December 30th, 2020. Or have I been doing it yeah, I think that's right. I was gonna say I don't remember if I've been doing it the other way, like the European way or not. The rest of the world way or the American way. I think I've been doing it the American way. But let's find a better Christmas market shot than that. It's gonna be way sooner. That's not fun. Let's use that instead. Okay, so get rid of that. Get rid of that. Those things seem to be good. So then our little introduction. Oh, wait. And then we need to go like this. Go ahead and we started it. Might as well keep it going here. Do I want to do that more, or is that enough? I think it's fine like that. And then there's guys. These guys can also be a little bit quieter. Whoa, not audio channels. Excuse me, audio gain. -3. Keep it from buzzing too much. Whoa, Marianne, thanks. Whoa! Were those Danish kroners? Did I just get some Danish crown action? Thank you so much. My family's doing great, if you're asking me. And more, you know, as well as anybody's families. Thankfully healthy. Healthy is the main thing, for sure. That's a good reason to be fashionably late, Jenica, by the way. We will love Storm in a little bit. Actually, I've got one in particular because I'll tell you shortly. Although I don't know if you ever noticed the last time we did it, to be honest. Looked on webcam. Oh, wow. I'm missing all kinds. Let's see. Ominous music when you walked to the door. Oh. Wait, did you guys hear the noise? Was that, it wasn't just me? Okay, I'm glad that it wasn't just me. Hey, Alni. I wish it snowed here too. I'm way behind on all this. Thanks again, Marianne. I didn't know that you were Danish. Gotta love the Danes. The Danes are ones they were late to my radar. I know some Danes now. I feel like I met Danes before, you know, like on the ship and stuff. Probably. Sure, I've met Danish people before, but the Danes are very a regal people. If you got kroner for a currency, you know you're regal. Well, thanks for telling me to follow, Reynolds. I appreciate that. It's very kind of you. I've not been to Suriname. Speaking of places I need to go. Hey, that's good, Rob. You're making your own booze. That's pretty cool. Okay. Yeah, I could use some more snow here. All right, I think we're ready to edit my talking.
I thought today that I'd just go for a little bit of a stroll. Initially, I was wanting to go up to the...
Okay, and then I'm going to do a quick little fade down here.
I wanted to go up to the Pantheon, which I think is where I'll still end up going. But then I just decided to hop out here because I didn't realize that there were still Christmas markets going on in Saint-Germain. And, you know, I thought we could pass by, check out this. I'm just going to go for a walk. I've been wanting to go for one for a while. No real point. Just kind of make my way along. And
bring this up from not nothing, but close enough to it.
We'll see where that takes us from there.
Okay, I have a shot of this stand that I'm going to throw in here. And then we'll come back to this, guys. So this, we don't need audio. But I do need, not this one, although I do want this one shortly. Wait. Oh, this one's, is this a long one? There it is. Wow, we're gonna have a lot to work with here. Woo! Thanks, Anna. Anna Tinsman. Good to see you. How you doing? How's it going? Well? It's not auto-scrolling on the chat, so like I'm gonna have to come down here and scroll it for it. Copenhagen. I definitely would love to, Copenhagen was cool. I want to go back to Copenhagen. I was impressed because I felt like it was as much of a biking culture as the Dutch, but with less chaos. I actually felt safe biking there. I'll get there in the Netherlands one of these days. Not there yet, though. Aw, thanks, Meredith. I hope it's inspiring. I hope it's maybe demystifying to some degree. A little bit more creativity. We could all use a little bit more creativity in 2021. The world needs it. Okay, so here's this. I want to get a shot of these people walking. I should probably silence my phone. Mr. Daly is texting me pictures of booze, which is fantastic. But the vibrations are throwing off the vibe. Okay, we already saw this shot earlier, so let's just calm it down. That's enough from that guy. Whoa! Thank you, Ron. This is quite the super chat. This is quite the super chatting group today. Merry Happy New Year's. Cheers to you. So thank you to Anna and to Ron and to Marianne. I think those are the three that have super chatted so far. This layout's not good for checking back on that, but hopefully I think I got that right. Ba-ba. You're welcome, Darren. Thanks for watching it. I appreciate it. On lunch and hanging. Oh, cool. Happy lunch break. This is a good way to spend a lunch break. Just a little bit of it. This is gonna be a shorter. Honestly, like this edit is probably gonna be shorter, so I'm gonna take it slow and try to talk with you guys more on this one. Honestly, also one of the things that has been uplifting the last week as well for me has been your comments, like watching. Because I've been taking the pressure off myself to respond to all comments. I used to respond to every single comment. And I really made an effort to respond to every single comment that came through, which got to a point where it was a little bit much. but it's still something that I think is good and is beneficial overall. And but then I got to a point where I needed to give myself the permission to not, because occasionally it was just a little bit too much. Oh wow, I forgot that the color of the light changes every time you super chat, so that's why it's red now. I think it started out as purple, but that on the other side, I don't want to stop, because like most of the comments that I get are lovely. You are a lovely lot of people, and I feel out of touch if I'm not reading and responding to comments. And I think because that conversation then it's not a conversation anymore. If we're not doing this, we're not live streaming some, and if I'm not checking on your comments and so forth, it loses an element of the conversation, because I've also just been overwhelmed on a number of fronts and have given up on things like, I've mentioned this before, most of my Instagram DMs, emails are a mess. Patreon messages, I really try to make sure I get to, that I'm just slow usually. So this is a good place, like between here and comments. It's been really uplifting and really great. I usually leave with a smile on my face. And I've also become more liberal with my ban hammer as far as banning trolls, people that were kind of always riding that fence of like making me feel terrible while also not being bad enough to, I felt like merit the ban hammer. And then it's like, if they make me feel terrible, why am I leaving? Why am I not? So all that to say, thank you, because I feel like the interaction and the conversation over the last week especially has just been really a good reminder that I'm really lucky, and that I'm really lucky that you're here to watch me sit here and edit a video or wander through a park or whatever happens. So thank you for that. It's really good. That's something I'm very grateful for here at the end of 2020. One of the worst years on record, at least for living memory, I suppose. And really just grateful that I didn't have to do it digitally alone, at least, even if I did most of it physically alone. And that's something I'm very grateful for. So thank you for watching and for being here. I appreciate that. Am I doing a New Year's Eve stream? I don't know what I'm doing for New Year's Eve. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how I don't know how I'm feeling about anything with New Year's Eve, because I would like to also do that with, oh, thank you. Whoa, Nathan Slaybaw's in here. How's it going, Daddy-O? Big bearded Daddy-O. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm tempted to, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do for New Year's. I guess that's tomorrow, huh? Probably not. If I'm doing one tonight, probably not. But you never know. We'll find out. No plans, at least. Oh my goodness. I love all the side conversations. I'm not going to interrupt any of those. You are welcome, Ron. A giant John. I wish I had the budget for a giant John Oliver explosion. Oh, thanks, Mary. S. Mary, I already, but I'm. Thank you very much. I know your name's not actually S. Mary, but that's what goes straight through my head, anyways. So it works. All the hugs to you as well, Marianne. A virtual New Year's Eve party. Could do that. Yeah, I'm hoping that 2020 just is over at this point. It'd be really nice. Yeah, Rob, I think, well, and the thing is that like, I honestly, like 95% of the comments that I get are great, or at worst benign. I just used to feel bad not responding to or not engaging with kind of like everybody, except for people that were obviously mean. But there have been a number of people who have been very passive aggressive. I think some of you have been around long enough to see some of those interactions back when they were in existence. And I just realized, if I recognize somebody's name, if I scroll through the comments and I recognize somebody's name and I immediately think, oh, not this person, like, oh, they make me like, why, all of you are lovely. Obviously, if I'm interacting with you, I can still see your comments, so you're not blocked. So that's also part of it. But I think, and that's the fear too, is that if you talk about it, then the worry is that people will be scared. And I don't want people to be scared to talk to me at all. It's just the trolls. And then there are some people that really put a lot of like very passive aggressive comments in as you go. And, yeah, so I've gotten better at just being like, okay, I've had enough of that. Grateful for all you guys. If I live edit all the time, you'll join, Jenica. I don't know that I would. wouldn't. It takes a lot more energy to do this live than it does to do it privately in my underwear, which is not how I usually edit, but I could do that way. Maybe I'd get more super chats if I did, or actually probably lower views, higher super chats if I were to live edit in my underwear. And then I get demonetized and YouTube would take my channel away. Yeah, no, I'm really grateful for all of you hanging out and being here, because most everybody is super great, like the vast majority, which is actually, sorry, this is a total side note. I should probably get back to editing this video here now. But that's also, I'm trying to find the right ways to talk about those things, like the growth of the channel, the growth of everything I'm doing, even though it's very much slowed down, if not stagnated in some ways this year. I'm very grateful that it hasn't like gone away. I'm so grateful that you're all still here, that my patrons are all still here, and that I still am able to afford to live. And I'm very grateful for all of it. But like trying to find that way of talking about the weirdness of like becoming famous in the internet fame sort of way, the problems that you deal with in the community building, and like the things that come along with that, because there are things that come along with that aren't fun to deal with, that are just a natural, occurrence with growth of attention, and trolls are one of those things, and all that kind of stuff. And how like I'm still just me. I haven't changed, so I have to grow and learn how to handle all of that, so I don't die by a death of 1,000 paper cuts. Which is why I'm increasingly like, all right, well, this person makes me feel bad about myself literally every time they send me anything. I'm just not going to respond to them anymore. And that's weird. And I feel like, the way that you're raised and the way that you deal with people on a regular societal basis, that's rude. And you would rather have a confrontation and talk it out and figure that out. But you can't do that with literally thousands of people. So that's another thing I'm trying to figure out how to properly talk about, because I don't want to shit on anybody. Swears. Thanks, Chevs. Appreciate that. Zar, is that wait, ZAR, is that South African Rand? Is that what that is? A Rand is cool. I lived in South Africa for a while. I had a bunch of Rand. I don't have any Rand anymore. So now I do. That's exciting. I don't even have to edit. We'll just hang out. I do block people, Marianne, for sure. And it's fun. I am hanging out. It's great. I'm just getting caught up on your responses here. I'm very lucky. I have the best viewership possibly ever. So, thank you so much, Chevs. That's really nice of you. South African Rand. Boom. So far, I'm doing pretty well. I've correctly identified every currency that's come in so far. Can I keep it going? I don't know. We'll find out. But thank you very much, Chevs. How's it? Oh, wait. Lekker. That's what I was looking for. Lekker, Chevs. Hey, Birdcat, welcome. You're the only viewer from Twitch right now, apparently, according to Twitch sources. I was going to check on Twitch, actually. Let's see what we got going on here. I got to mute. Oh, it's muted. Perfect. Looks like, well, Sir Nick was watching from there too. So weird. Hypothermia Games is here, Nick. So it's just lying about the number on the screen. Although it does say on Twitch officially that there's only one person, but I see, interesting. Okay, I'll stop looking at that. But there are a lot of, look at that. Hi guys. I'm going to say something on Twitch. Look at all these people over on Twitch. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why it's lying to us, but what is that? What is that? Why is it lying about the... Anyways, I don't need to be obsessing over this. Let me see if I can refresh it, and then I'll get back to work, because that's what I'm supposed to be doing anyways. Viewer count. We're going to make it go away, and then we're going to make it come back. And then, there we go. It's updated. There's 6 of you. See? Man, trying to make me look bad on Twitch. Come on. Twitch is representing. Look at you guys. Okay. Oh, thanks for that, Nate. I appreciate it. I appreciate the good vibes. I don't know if you actually I think you probably put a real emoji in there and it just translated to good vibes in the multi-thread chat. Trappist. Is that, or Trappist? I'm imagining Trapped first. I was imagining that being like a Trappist beer, but now I don't know. Yeah, I'm on Adobe Premiere for whoever asked that question. I forgot to do my FAQ. I need to put up an FAQ. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Streamlabs and Twitch just aren't getting along. Okay, let's get back. Let's edit this Christmas market. I'm going to edit the Christmas market and the exit from it, and then I'll check the stream, the chat.
Kind of make my way along, and we'll see where that takes us from
I
there.
can actually start this guy earlier. Woo! Thank you for the follow there, DevD Papa 100. DevD Papa 100.
To go for one for a while. No real point. Just kind of make my way along, and we'll see where that takes us from there.
Boom. Where's this guy? There he is. I knew he was coming. It's not how you wear your mask, sir. It's not. Doesn't work that way. You're inhaling all the virus. Whoa, Yanni. Whoa, Yanni. Thank you very much. I feel like I missed another one there. Thank you, Vatican Assassin 4. I appreciate that. Win a date with Jay. Hey, listen, if I got to 100,000 subscribers, I'd give away a date. Even if your name is Vatican Assassin. And that's terrifying. Happy New Year, Yanni. Thank you so much to both of you. Yanni, I don't know. You saw it. Actually, it's the thumbnail of this video now, too. So I got this tablet, which has been really fun. And I'm just getting into it. I'm really enjoying it a lot. Because I love drawing so much. There's something weird about a tablet. Like I think when I mentioned this in my vlog, when the iPhone or iPad was announced, I thought it was such a joke. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" I was like, "What? Who is ever going to want one of those things? That's a terrible idea." I was so incredibly wrong. I was really, 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 really wrong. So today's thumbnail, I drew in here, right? Which was a lot of fun. I took a picture with the tablet, which is fine. It's not the best photo in the world, but it's good enough. But then the cool thing is then I get to like draw, text on this and whatever else, and it's fun. But this monitor up here is the monitor that Yanni, who just super chatted as generously as he did, he gave me that, which is very nice of him. And ever since I never put it above until the live streaming, and it wouldn't work. I know I said I wasn't going to look at chat until I got done with this section of the video, but you guys are so generous, I can't help but look and see what's going on. But it's really, I really love it. And so now the thing is that I've got this, it's just fun. Like I'm having a lot of fun getting like into this place where I've got this setup where I put this monitor up here because the only way to get Streamlabs to stream Premiere was to do it on a high def screen. When I was on the 4K screen, it wouldn't work. I don't know why. Because like for gaming, it's fine. But for editing, it just poops out. And that's not fun. So I put it above the laptop to make it, because otherwise I was looking over here to the left, which is where I used to have it, so I could look at like your comments and so forth. This is such a better setup. This is just amazing to have it directly above it. For some reason, it makes it feel that much more useful and professional. I don't know why. I want to add something on the side here because the monitor is just right next to the webcam. That's the monitor right there. I want to add something on the side there where I can mount, or maybe over here where I could actually mount like the tablet and put up another screen so I could have your chat up at eye level, which would be great. It'd be way better than trying to do it out of Streamlabs, because Streamlabs is actually pretty not great at it because I have to scroll. And then if I could get some decent speakers down here next to it and have some like full range speakers. Now that Lindsay and I saw those Bluetooth speakers, which are insanely they're not overpriced. They're probably worth it. They're just insanely expensive. I'm thinking, oh man, if I could get I've wanted some good speakers for editing with the sound, because sound editing is one of the biggest things that I have improved on and need to continue improving on. Man, my setup is going to be absolutely legit. And for this guy, this little webcam that I got over here, instead of using my laptop one, because it's higher quality and also the angles are more versatile. And I bought it because I wanted to be streaming off of my Nintendo Switch, which I never figured out because I couldn't get the capture card to work with my computer. This is a really long aside. Thank you, Yanni, for this monitor, was what I was trying to say, was thank you, because it's awesome and it's been amazing in general anyways. But now I'm talking about my setup. I just got to figure out how to mount it off the side of this in a way that doesn't interfere with this if I do manage to mount it. Lots of things to mount, and I think maybe magnets are the key. I don't know. We'll find out. I'm going to look into it. It'll be fun. Projects for 2021. especially for lockdown number 3, if they do that to us, which I don't think they will, because I think that they're too scared to. But there you go. There's my long, rambly thank you to Yanni for this monitor. Thanks to Mystery Man for the arm on which it's mounted. Thanks to you for watching. Thanks to everybody who's live, who's super chatted me, because you're supercharging me. And thanks to all of you. I'm just really grateful. I think this is the last live stream of 2020, unless we do one tomorrow. But the last live stream is just full of gratitude for you, for hanging out, for watching, for commenting, leaving such nice comments, for making this possible, for making it a job. That is the coolest job ever, and I'm so lucky to have it. And yeah, anyways, I feel really grateful. And just talking about it and being grateful makes me more grateful. It makes me happier. So cheers to you, and let's finish this section, and then I'll actually look at chat. That was an aside generated just by Super Chat and the zombies that come with it. I'm going to go back to this just for a minute, and then we'll come back. Now that we've left this gentleman who doesn't know how to wear his mask, there we go. I decided to just roll camera, which is something that I need to get better at as well. I need to roll a lot more than I do. I tend to stop recording when I should be. I do want to do this just a little bit. Yeah, just the subtle. It's the little things that most people probably, I don't know who notices a lot of these little cuts. Some of them are really obvious and some of them are not so much. But I feel like you got to take advantage of the music you got, you know? And you put it to work for you, because audio is so important and so unfortunately underappreciated. It's funny how we do that as humans. We often underappreciate the things that are often the most important. Which is why I want to get some nice speakers at some point. Which is just all the more likely because you all are so generous, and the fact that, and yeah, it's been a hard year. I've been in the dumps a little bit this month, but life is good. And I have so much to be grateful for. Add rum for €1. That's how you know it's the good stuff. Enough motion, not on its own. Hopefully you guys can still hear me when I turn my head this way. I can hear myself. I need to do some testing on the audio. I'm gonna do this. We've got enough spiced wine with rum shot, I think. Here's another one. They all have kind of the same setup. I'm going for that steam. If you're curious what I'm thinking about when I take some of these shots, I really like that it says vin chaud in the background, which is French for hot wine. There's the English version in this terrible overdone font here. And then, also supplément rhum. Yeah, so you can add rum for €1. Rhum. I can't say it anyways. But the steam is catching the light behind this curtain really well, and that's more what I'm after than anything. But I really like especially that you've got the steam in the foreground, these orange slices, and then the vin chaud, and the way that it's fairly well framed. It's not ideal, but it's fairly well framed. And it's good to take advantage of that. You always got to be looking for motion and contrast. Which this one's much less well framed. The idea, I can tell you what I was thinking when I took this shot was, Christmas market-y stuff and metro sign. That's great, but these guys are walking through it, so I guess it works. But this giant side of I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the middle being taken up with the negative space, so to speak. Not to get into critiquing my own work too heavily here or anything, but I mean, I can do it better. This would even almost honestly be a better opening shot than the one that we ended up choosing earlier, but we can go with this one for now. I like that better. Okay, so I'm gonna give you the first love. Let me finish this. I want to give you the first love storm, but I gotta finish this first. And I'm gonna do a little back step here. Back step and then forward. Whoop, not what I wanted. It's funny because that same lady walks through this shot much closer. She was really far away, but it doesn't feel like she's that far away. And then she's just right here. I love this frame rate. 25 frames a second. This is interesting. It's very different than 24 somehow. Should be good just there. What do we got down here? I think I got some motion, so we're gonna go for that motion. Put a little motion in your ocean, but first, I grab that just as almost as a placeholder. I had to wait here because there's a guy going through the garbage can for a second. Sweet. Okay, take that. Woo, thanks, Eddie. Appreciate that. Let's jump this ahead a little bit by a little bit. Come on. That's nice. I'm going to keep that for a little bit. How long does this go? Let's see what this looks like. Because here's the thing. I also like this video is meant to be a stroll as well. So I don't want to totally just edit quickly. I want it to be, it's going to be a shorter video. I think it's probably going to be like 12 minutes long or something like that. But I want it to be, I want it to have an element of slowness to it as well. I don't want it to be too fast. It's the opposite of what the music is doing, but it might look good. Yeah, I think it looks fine. Because you get that added speed of the parallax effect of walking with objects between you. Give it a couple little tiny. Now this one doesn't need it as much though. Yeah, it does. Let's do it. It'll look better if we, for consistency's sake, if we. There we go. That's a good contrast. Go like this. I wanted to get to that. We'll do it here. There we go. Some Christmas ornaments. Jazzy music. Let's see. this is where the talking comes in. Grab a little bit of wine shot here, but I want to go back up here first. Any other? Not really. That's not very Christmassy. So we do end up going back to this guy. There we go.
It's good.
There we go. Cut that to the music right there. And there you go. We got our first little section there. And let's get caught up on your comments. Oh, wow. There are a lot of comments to get caught up on. Yikes. Oh, yes. Please do thumbs up the video. I don't even know how many thumbs ups we're at. I guess I could check really quick. Thanks, Marianne. Looking out for me there. Currently, it has, according to this, it doesn't tell you while it's live. Let's look. Let's see if we can go to the live, the actual live stream here without. Wow, there are a lot of comments. Oh, echo. Now you know how far behind it is. Thanks again for all of that, Eddie and Yanni and Vatican Assassin 4 and Chevs. Very kind of you. 100,000 subscribers. That'd be ridiculous. Thank you. Oh, 38. We're at 38 thumbs ups and 1 thumbs down. Somebody didn't like that. Just the realization that I blocked them. Apparently. Ellipse. All right. Anyways, back to reading your comments in the section that I know that they're all at. Could always use tips on the sound editing. Let's be honest. Have you ever been to Boston? Yes, many times. I like Boston a lot. My friends that lived there no longer live there anymore. And I dated a girl from Worcester once, but I never visited her in Massachusetts because we dated when we were in Togo. So, did nerd out there for a bit. Ooh, speakers at ear level. Got to get them in there at the right time and place. Look at these guys nerding out over sound in here. That's perfect. Floor stand tablet holder could work. I like that. Glad you guys are liking it. Punition from Pullman is a great call. That is a good call. I have some more interesting and cool news to share about Pullman that I can't yet. I just found out tonight. But it involves them, and I'm looking forward to being able to share it. KRK. Okay, interesting. Interesting. What's the difference between producing and mixing on tell me more. Mixing is in like live and producing is in editing later. Did I understand that correctly? I might not have. Glühwein. They do have Glühwein here. Lots of hot wine. Let's see. Technical term for what? Thanks. Oh, good. I'm glad. Oh, you had the Vatican Assassin 4 had the KB coffee roast. That's good. I'm glad you liked it. I love it. So one of the side notes from the KB coffee roasting experience was that the reason that they sold out, they kept it to a small batch that they were selling online because they weren't sure how, they haven't really sent a lot of stuff to America before. And to the United States, excuse me, for any other Americans in the room. But they haven't sent very much to the US, and the FDA requires like an application for every individual packet that's sent. And it costs $20. So what I found out through the grapevine was basically, and I didn't talk to them about this, they basically were losing money off of every pack they sent to America. So we need to figure out like a good solution for that if we're going to share it with our American friends. Because, which is what I would love. I want it to go to America. I want it to go to the States because I think it is a fantastic coffee. I really love this coffee. The roast is so good. But yeah, obviously we got to sort that out. So that's why they only sold one batch internationally, because they wanted to see how it went. And now we got to figure out what to do from there. But if you live in Paris or if you're in Europe, you can get it without that extremely steep, additional cost. So wait, 89 or 39 likes? I definitely only saw 39 likes now that you guys are talking about that. The KRKs are boosted in the lows and mids a bit. Yamahas are more natural. Interesting. Well, I'm glad I got it. I'm glad I impressed you with that because I wasn't even thinking about pronouncing it correctly, and I'm glad I got it on the first try. Interesting. Okay. I'm very interested in getting some speakers at some point here. Like and part of it, I need to get like a little Bluetooth speaker for my bike, assuming I ever get a bike, which theoretically I'll have one by the end of this week or maybe early next week. The end of this week's almost here. Today was Wednesday, wasn't it? Yikes. Theoretically, it arrives at the shop tomorrow. We'll see if I actually get it or not. Okay. I'm all caught up on the comments. Molto bene. Oh, no, I'm not caught up. How can you reimburse? I'm glad it came quickly. You don't have to worry about reimbursing them. I appreciate that. If you want to, once we figure out how to sell more, I guess just buy more. I don't know. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. But that's part of the. I was also like a little bit. I was like, come on, like I'm trying to do this to help support you guys because I'm glad I'm not taking a cut. I'm not taking a cut of the coffee sales or anything. Like it's purely just to support them. And because it's cool. Like I think it's really cool to have my own coffee roast. I think the coffee is freaking phenomenal. So to have my face on a coffee that is that delicious is an honor. And they are my favorite coffee roaster in Paris. So I feel very just lucky to be able to do something with them. So that's my payment. I don't need money, but I felt a lot better that I am not taking any money, once I found out that they were actually losing money on it, for those sales in particular. So as far as how you can support them, we'll figure that out. It's just hard with international law over the pond to the United States, which is unfortunate. I was trying to figure out maybe a way of sending coffee over in one big batch and then having it distributed from there. I got to figure that out though. It's always trickier than it sounds in the end. So we'll figure it out. Send coffee to your fiance in Germany. That's a nice idea. Right now they're not selling any online because they don't want to accidentally. I don't know. I haven't talked to them about it. So that's the thing. That's the other thing. I need to go. They're closed for the holidays, and I don't want to bother them when they're home with their families. So I'll go in next week and talk to them about it, and then we'll figure it out from there. I don't know. But hopefully you can send it to Germany soon. That would be ideal. I really hope you can because, I want you to be able to share it ultimately. And I want to, because for me, I want to support them. I think that they're going to be okay. There was a lot more stressful a few months ago. I think they're in a much better place now. A lot of the places that we're talking about that were a part of like the Adopt a Coffee Shop, a lot of places are doing okay. Some places really played their cards well and are actually going to come out of this okay, particularly the ones that just stayed closed the whole time. Some places are going to close for sure. It's still kind of up in the air, and none of them can open fully, for another probably couple or months or longer. So we shall see. But the whole idea is just to keep them going, keep them afloat because they're so valuable. They add so much to the community. They add so much to my life that I just want to find a way to give back to my community. And, I got to I'll keep finding more ways to do it. But that was a fun way of doing it. Anyways, that was another really long aside. Interesting. Okay, so KRK it sounds like KRK so KRK is for editing. Should I go with KRK or Yamaha is the question. I'm going to be editing. I'm not going to be live mixing anything. So that is a question for what I do in my tiny little space is another thing. It's my neighbors are going to hate me so much. I wish I was actually rank 4 on Invaders. There is a guy whose name looks like mine though that's on Invaders. I'm not. I've also I haven't really been going out hunting much. I should though. There are a couple that I know where they are. I need to go get them. Okay. Sounds like I could be the sound nerdery in here is amazing. Catching the last live edit of 2020. Don't worry, Chinese AG. There's going to be more live edits down the line. Please do stay tuned. I'll let you know as far as like the European shipping goes. It'll be good. Hi, Toby. Good to see you. The Rokits are heavy on the low. Oh, well, I always like feeling a lot of bass. I'm into it. I actually talked to my sister about distributing it, but she's very busy as it is and not that interested in resending out a whole bunch of bags of coffee. So we'll see. She said she would think about it, so we'll see. So I'll let you guys know when I have a plan. For sure, I'll let you know when I have a plan. Not a worry. I don't know if it'd be overkill to treat my room. Let's be honest. I did used to have foam in the office. In here, I don't know how it would work. But I could probably foam some of my room. It still has to be comfy. It can't look like a recording studio in here though either, because I actually have to live in here. But some foam would be fine. Definitely worth it in the end. So the end of the roast, I think. I feel Genelec. We've got another brand in the mix from Yanni here. Eddie, the roast ends basically when the beans end. So they ordered, I don't know how large the order of beans was. So because they do their roasting on a seasonal basis, and everything that they're ordering is coming in as it's being harvested, basically, it will only last so long because it's a high quality. One of the things we're talking about coffee a lot right now. So forgive me if you're not into coffee. I'll get back to editing this vlog in all of one answer. I'm going to answer this. But basically because coffee, like, when you get to the higher the quality is usually a smaller batch. Like it's a very specific, you're going to go for something that's single origin, that it comes from, the same place and is a very specific plant and bean. And it gets even more complicated than I'm even remotely familiar with. But what that means is then you're reliant on, a farm in a place to get a particular bean. And, then once that harvest is up, it's up and it's done. So places like Starbucks that are trying to maintain consistency throughout the year source coffee that is more readily available throughout the entire year, and so they end up going for a larger availability. I'm going to sound like a total idiot right here trying to explain this, but I'm trying to do the best job of explaining something that I only sort of understand myself. But basically, because they're going for consistency, they're going down a tier in quality to get something that's a little bit more consistent across the board that they can always have on hand. And when then you're going for specific, like high quality and, local small farm, whatever it is, batches of coffee, then you're limited to just that. I imagine just that harvest, and hoping that you can come back around and get basically the same thing the next year from them. And that depends on the consistency of the producer at that point. I think I did a decent enough job explaining that. So all that to say that they ordered it from them when it was good and ready to go. I don't know how much they ordered, and then if they'll probably have to wait till next year to get that same bean back in. So yeah, it's going to be limited. Naturally, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. But we'll get more coffee. Hopefully I did it right. There are other Nate in the I'm sure Nate in the comments, or Trappist right now. Although they're talking over on, I just realized they're talking on Twitch. You can see them popping in over my head though, hopefully. So I'm sure that he'll correct me if I'm totally wrong. There we go. Volume versus micro lots. But I did a good enough job explaining that, right? In my totally unprepared notes right there. Everybody on Twitch is talking about coffee now too. So we got coffee and interesting. Okay. Anyways, we're talking. There's a whole conversation about sound, and okay, good. I passed the test, even though it wasn't the most eloquent explanation. He actually worked in coffee, making videos about coffee for a long time. So if anybody knows, it's going to be him, and his answers to anything will pop up above my head like the rest.
It's good to get out for a stroll. I think, speaking about like inertia yesterday and having a hard time just getting up and going, I think it's a good idea to, just try to go out, especially on days where it's sunny. Just see one thing. Take advantage of the fact that I live in Paris, because honestly, it's pretty easy to forget that I live in Paris from time to time, which probably sounds funny. But when you live in your tiny little cave, and maybe, I have my routine, going down, getting some work done. I have my routines, some of which do get me out of the house. And whether that's out for runs or down to the cafe to check in on things. It's also easy to forget that I live in this city that I've always wanted to live in and worked so hard to be here. And honestly, it feels like this year has just been completely lost, which I recognize is a very common feeling right now. For the way that the year has gone, should I cross here? I wonder if I should cross here if we're going to go, because I also want to take a walk through the Luxembourg gardens while we're here. I'll cross up here. But it can be really easy just to sit at home and feel productive for a while, but then feel like I start to go a little bit stir crazy or just, I don't know, feel kind of stuck. So getting up, going for a walk can definitely help with that a little bit. At least that's the hope, that's the theory, so we'll see how that plays out. But right now, it's lovely.
I feel like I lost something here.
It's lovely.
Nope, I did not.
We'll see how that plays out. But right now,
there we go.
But right now, it's lovely.
That motorcycle in the background's killing me.
Good way to get out and enjoy some sunshine before the sun sets early. And hey, in due time, the sun's gonna be setting later and later. The sun's gonna be setting later and later. The sun's gonna be setting later and later.
Downside to wearing noise-canceling headphones while walking around filming yourself is that you're a little less aware of your surroundings. The motorcycle, I realized, was there, but all too late.
In due time, the sun's gonna be setting later and later. And, you know, before we know it, we'll be back to summer.
Okay, let's get this to the part where it's flipping away from me. There we go. That'll be good, and we'll get rid of the audio. That's good. Much better. And then I have some real camera shots here, like this guy. Actually, that's it. I think I'm gonna separate these guys. And this guy can go here like this. Whoop. Boopity boo boo. Let's get rid of that sooner. Yeah. Boop, chock, tick tock. Da. Sans piece action here. Yeah, it's good. This is a nice little song. I feel like I already used this song sometime not too long ago. Hopefully it's not one. Hopefully that's okay. Doesn't bother people too much. That's all we got there. I was trying to get this. I was just waiting forever for this Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer look-alike to go spinning around. And it sort of worked. Sorta, kinda, not really. Alright, so this, we're going all the way. So I got a ways to go to get to this guy. I put him here. 43 there. And then where's my DJI 612? Pew pew. Do a little window shopping here. So one thing I could definitely do a little bit more is showing like the shops and what's going on. Not much of a shopper myself, having never really had money to spend, but also just, I don't know, just not, but I've grown to appreciate these shops a lot, and I need to show them. And let's get that on the jerk up there for a little bit of a better transition. I have. It's funny this area because there's a guy who opened a restaurant not far from here that worked with my now ex, who I was talking about with Kate on the phone. She was checking in from the States earlier. She's asking me how giving my ex's stuff back went, including the plant that's no longer sitting next to me. And there's this guy that he worked with her for a while, and he opened a restaurant not far from all this. And so I'll tell you a story. This is a story I've never told, and that I probably won't put it in a vlog at any point, but we're far enough into this live stream. If you're still hanging out, you deserve to know a little random side story from Jay's epically bad dating history. So it's not that epically bad on this one, but basically this guy just had a thing for the woman that I was dating, and it was very obvious. And he had this very macho, like, just like puffed up chest attitude. Like whenever we were hanging out, he was very, very nice to her, and he basically just ignored me. Like I didn't exist as best he could. And he opened this new restaurant, and she and her friends wanted to go check it out. And I was like, all right, sure, let's go. And it was just as awkward and stupid of an experience as you would expect. But I just remember them being really excited about it. Like, oh yeah, he's doing all this new stuff, which also is emblematic of some differences in how we saw what's new and interesting in restaurants. Because basically he had the exact same menu as the last place. He just added, there were a few very minor differences. Like, oh, he pickled the onions that garnish this pate. What a crazy change. So anyways, now whenever I walk in this neighborhood, I think about that experience of just being like awkwardly iced out of like almost not an entire dinner, but just, the experience. And I hope he's doing well. I hope the restaurant stays open. I hope he's doing wonderfully. It was just a very, very weird, awkward moments, which we all get to have in life because that's the way it goes. Let's let this go out a little. And then I know I talk to the camera here when I go up to let's get this with the sun flare. And we'll put this in here.
It is always nice to stop and kind of look at these.
And then let's bring this down because it is the end of the song, but it ends very abruptly.
It is always nice to stop and kind of look at these apartments that are for sale. This one is extremely expensive, though. Everything on here is like between 1.5 and like 5 million euros if you want to go.
Excuse me.
Live in this music pavilion of the Countess of the province of Versailles. Like what? I mean, hey, plenty of room to dream, right? Although I don't know if I want a music pavilion. It did look beautiful. There's an artist atelier there, or an artist workshop, for 1.6 million. It is kind of fun though. I like stopping at those windows and dreaming a little bit. It's nice. Maybe someday. You never know. But in the meantime, I can walk through the park for free.
Here's our next song by Sir Nicholas, the man himself, hanging out in Twitch over there. A little audio gain reduction there. Boop-a-doo. Now let's see what you guys have been talking about in the comments while I've been rambling. Chemex is good stuff. Oh, we're talking about brewing methods now. Is there a good way to put a gate on the mic? Yeah, I do have a directional microphone. That is. I just don't carry it around with me as much anymore, and I probably should. Depends on the camera you're using too, because I was talking to the Osmo, and I'd have to put an entire setup around it, and it would be a giant pain in the butt. And there's no way I'm going to do that because I'm like very anti pain in the butt, low equipment setups generally. So thanks for all those 57 thumbs ups. Thanks for the update. We were at 95 watching there for a minute. We're at 96 total right now according to Streamlabs. 95 if you look at the viewer count on Twitch, although if I refresh that we'll see where we're at. Oh, down to 0. Oh, back up to 87. Perfect. Okay, just checking. Oh, we're talking about coffee brewing methods on YouTube here a little bit. Oh, yeah. I wonder if you guys can see each other's conversations because you're seeing it pop up above my head. So that's hopefully facilitating the cross conversation between YouTube and Twitch right now. Oh, you got put in timeout? That's not okay. You should get whitelisted there, Nate. Well, I'm glad you feel like you know Paris there, Sue. That's good. Everybody's getting blocked and so forth. It's good to chat. Audio and coffee and nerdery. It is very true. Yeah, the awkward moments of dating people who keep hanging out with people that have crushes on them, which is going to happen. That's fine. It's normal. It's just, it depends on how it's handled, I suppose. I do miss those awkward moments as well, though, Rachel. Let's be honest. It's nice to have awkward. It's just nice to be around other people. Let's be honest. It's always nice to be around other people. Chemex, Paris, all these things are fantastic. It's true. Yeah. The Petit Parisien, and it's complicated. I don't know if I've seen that one. Those moments, though, they do happen. I'm glad you're getting to enjoy the behind the scenes. That's good. Yeah, it's a little bit. The problem is that like you very quickly overburden yourself with all of this equipment. And I was talking with a guy today, Cedric, who is got a really nice streamlined setup for his new bike. He got a Super 73, and it's the same. It's that thing where it's like he's got a great setup, and I would actually love to have something similar for my bike, but it is amazing how quickly it just becomes too much. And with audio and visual equipment, I feel like it hits those marks very, very quickly. Very, very quickly. Hey, Ines. Welcome to the party. Oh, do keep some of it a surprise, Rob. Although the amount of time that I'm spending talking, you're not going to be able to keep much of it a surprise if you keep popping in. Hi, Leighton. All the virtual hugs to both of you. Gotta keep it. Virtual hugs in a non-awkward way. It seemed non-awkward. Got to get those virtual hugs in.
I can walk through the park for free.
Let's see if we can bring this in underneath me. Like so.
I can walk through the park for free.
Okay, that was not so exciting of a reveal. Let's jump it to this part. And then I think I don't talk anymore here.
Walk to the park for free.
Somewhere around here. Good timing. I was just thinking, I wondered how many measures until something changes there, and that was just the right amount. $43. Gotta go back to 44. Oh yeah, that's right. We're jumping straight to this? That seems a little fast. Hold on. Let's see. Do I talk here? Not really. Do I talk on... Wait, where did I talk? 6:15. Where's 6:16? Yeah, I talk on this guy. Okay, so I jumped a little too fast. Too anxious, too excited. Let's not do that. Little construction action here. I'm going to... I want to mark it here. Let's just do it here.
Restoration of sound is still under. Whoa!
There we go. Okay. that. See how that works.
Restoration of the fountain is still underway. Whoa, that's kind of crazy. I've never walked over to see, like, it's drained, and I wonder if the...
Okay, I can pull, if I don't talk in this guy here, it doesn't look like, I mean, I feel like I thought I did. It's hard to keep track of all this between cameras. Where do you talk and where do you not talk? All right, let's just grab this guy and pull him over because...
Wow. That's so weird to see it like this. It looks like, it feels like it's just been torn apart.
I'll just go hard here.
It feels like it's just been torn apart.
It's crazy. It's so weird to see it. It's like seeing the bottom of a pond. You're like, that's what it looks like? Oh, that's what I said. That's what I said. I remember. Where are you?
It's weird.
There we go. Let's grab that. That's not what I was looking for, but we'll grab it nonetheless. Whoa. Whoa there, cowboy.
Torn apart. Weird.
Okay, let's pull this back a little bit.
It's weird. Hey, there's a...
Oh, the timing on that was actually perfect. I'm going to pull this down a wee bit, though, to get some of that wind out of there.
Hey, there's a... Weird.
Same thing here.
Weird. Hey, there's our end goal, though. We'll head up there after we take a stroll through the garden.
Perfect. Ding, ding, ding. Points earned. Yeah, speaking of the garden, lots of people go out for walks today. Look at that hat. That guy needs a mustache, but you can't tell. He might have a mustache. You can't tell. He's a mystery. Yeah, look at that little transition. I'm going to draw attention to it. Did you see how I matched the zoom out with the zoom out? It's almost like I did it on purpose. Who knew? Man, it's not rocket science. Oh man. Just thinking of that. That guy being such a weirdo. Why did I bring that story up? It's so funny. It's funny how this neighborhood, because it's really close to another place that I really like, and I've walked by it. I told Lindsay about it when we walked through here like a week or two ago. And yeah, it's just funny. I think about it every time I'm in this neighborhood now. You just gotta get new memories to associate with an area, right? And just get rid of those. How long does this go? Oh, for a while. Ah! Gotta be careful with that alt button. Okay, we'll call that there. I know I like this shot a lot, but there, it looks actually a lot better than I thought it did. Ah, and I ruined it. I got greedy. I got so greedy. It looked so good, and I got so greedy. Ah! Anything good out of that? No, I ruined it like an absolute goober. What a dingus. What a dingus. Okay, 617. Got a little bit more of this reveal. I wanted to go all the way to the end, but this lady was here working out with this guy. And there's something about just approaching a woman doing repeated squat exercises that seemed mildly inappropriate for filming, and just whether or not it's inappropriate just felt uncomfortable. So I looked away. But there are a couple frames that I'll leave in there just for you guys. You knew it was there. I hope she never sees it. Well, maybe she'll like it. Maybe she'll be fine with it. I don't know, but just something about it. Something felt weird about it. That's all I got to say. I love this. I was looking at, like, is the Osmo 2 worth it? Because I really love my Osmo Pocket. This first one. Doesn't really look like the second one's 100% worth it. So I was thinking about, like, oh, maybe I need to make an upgrade someday, but I don't think so. This guy as he is. Let's go with this after we do this. Oh, look at you, you weirdo. You absolute... So good with those birds flying in. This looks fine. This looks fine. It's not the shot that I was imagining that I wanted, but it looks fine as it looks. And it's better than ruining it. Because those birds aren't gonna last forever. You weirdo! Actually, you know what? I'm gonna slow this down because this is shot at double speed compared to our current frame rate. So let's just go ahead and see what it looks like at, like, we're gonna say 60%, but it looks fine. Yeah, that looks fine. On it, maybe. Oh, hey, thanks for the follow. Whoever followed me, I think that's just a very delayed flashing light in the background for whoever followed me on Twitch. Thank you for that. Let's just do this. No, hold on. Do that. Oh, no, do this. Nope, not that one. No more of that. What is wrong with me? Just making all kinds of bad decisions. All right, so here's me talking.
It is nice to see.
Let's see what else we got for footage really quick. 47 is where I was at. 48. There we go. Actually, so I like this one. These guys sitting here chilling and chatting. I like that one a lot. Woo! Thanks, Litherindale. You'll make my light flash here soon too. You know, every time, the thing is that it's so delayed on Twitch that this light's gonna be flashing like right as I go to bed. I'm gonna be like, ah! And then I'm gonna have to come back downstairs and turn it off manually. And then tomorrow I'm gonna go to turn the lights on. I'll tell Google to turn the lights on, and then Google will be like, I can't. There's no power. And that's a preview of what tomorrow holds for me, basically. Okay, that's good. And then we'll go to the J Talkie bits. The timing's going to work out pretty well for this.
It is nice to see people out and about and just enjoying the...
How are we doing for time on the music here? I kind of want to... Gonna get to the...
Another lockdown, although... Yeah. Measures...
Does this give you, like, mild anxiety to see how I'm chopping your music apart, Sir Nick? Is this making your life miserable somehow? I'm sorry. All right, there we go. There's that. And I'm going to also bring it down underneath pretty significantly.
It is nice to see people out and about and just enjoying the park a little bit here. And it's nice that the parks are going to be closed. They said, at least for now, they're not going to take any more dramatic measures, like another lockdown. Although they
give something a little bit smoother there.
Measures, like another lockdown. Although they might move curfew from 8 p.m. to 6 p.m. in like the seriously affected areas. And in the list that I saw, Paris or Ile-de-France wasn't listed as one of the departments that would have to conform to that. But I can't imagine.
I feel like I talked to the camera again after that, though. Oh, I love this. Actually, I forgot about this shot because I was thinking that would make a good thumbnail. I took a photo of it too, but I gotta find 19 here. I think I might have talked to the camera again. Just there was a moment there where it was a little bit awkward too.
But time will tell. We'll find out soon enough.
We'll grab that. Is there anything salvageable from this mess? A little bit, maybe. We'll see.
I imagine we will. But time.
Let's see.
I can't imagine. I imagine we will. But time will tell. We'll find out soon enough. It's funny though because it doesn't with the sun out. It doesn't feel that cold. It's nice just to take a stroll. Doing me some good for sure. I have a lot of work I gotta get done this afternoon. Brian was texting me before I left and I need to make sure that I get on top of that. Oh, I totally thought I could exit here. I'll exit over there. But yeah, what a privilege that I can just, I don't know, take a walk through here and stretch my legs, get some sunshine, and then go back to work. You know? Seems pretty neat to me.
It's neato. Seems neat.
And it's a good reminder. It's a good reminder. This is exactly what I was after today. I needed this. A reminder where I live and why, basically. Lucky to be here.
It's quite the jump backwards that is not breaks all continuity, but you know what? Sometimes continuity is overrated. Don't quote me on that. It's never overrated. Sometimes it is. Continuity is not king, I believe is the quote. There's another story from here too. There's some why it's so weird. Like the reason I was thinking about this is because I was like, it only takes one or two memories in a place to overwrite a lot of other memories. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy how that works. Where are we? 49. So I need to be at 50 for our Pantheon shot with the sirens, which we will be cutting out. Let's see what your comments are all about. Shall we? Happy holidays, Trevor. Hope you're still in here to receive my return there. Cologne. Hi, Daniela. It's true. Some people don't like hugs, and especially in a pandemic, also the case. You're the most recent Twitch. Oh yeah, your name's down there. Yeah, look at that. Sir Nick has got the most recent cheer over on Twitch. The most recent follow goes to Lith over there, and then Eddie's still on the latest super chat. It's true. Your name is there, man. It's gonna stay there for a while by the looks of things. The Osmo 4 gimbal does look pretty cool, Peggy. I thought about going that route. I just haven't been doing any live streaming because it feels weird to be out too much right now for obvious reasons, but I'm thinking about doing some more live streaming. It's just the timing doesn't work because the states are all going to be asleep while we still have sunshine here, right? Sunlight doesn't really work as well, unfortunately. I do still occasionally vlog with my phone, Music Portus, but not as much. It is fun. I do like doing it sometimes, especially on days where I'm feeling like I just want to go. So yeah, sometimes. But today was all with I used my Sony A6500. That sounded weird through my headphones. And then my Osmo Pocket, which is around here somewhere. So this shot right now that you're seeing on screen was this guy right here is, thank you, Mark. Oh, look at that. Mark took your spot. Mark's on the screen. Mark Bickers. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. So this is the Sony footage, the C0050, and then the DJI 618 is the Osmo footage. And you can tell because it's just this buttery smooth moving footage. It reduces all the shake, so it looks really nice and smooth. But then if there's any zoom like this, it's going to be the Sony. Quick, easy ways to tell. If there's any depth of field as well, it's probably not my phone or the DJI. It's probably the Sony. So if the background is blurry, that's a way of knowing for sure. Hey, Deborah, to snowy Canada. In snowy Canada. Probably stop. What if you saw someone filming? Breaking the law, breaking the law, breaking the law. Happy New Year, Rob, if you're not back. Jay Jones, is that Judge Jay Jones? You're welcome, sir. Glad to see you in here. Are you going to get the COVID vaccine? Yep, as soon as I can. It looks like it's safe, and all the experts that I trust are taking it, so I'll take it. And then I will maintain whatever rules are still in place as far as mask wearing and social distancing goes, but I will certainly feel much more ready and prepared to travel a little bit, at least to see family. Maybe I want to travel within Europe as well right now, really badly. Relationship status complicated. There you go. That's some nice ramen there, Sir Nick. Does that have anything to do with me destroying your music? You're more than welcome, Mark. Thank you for watching during your coffees. I really appreciate it. Thanks, Hypothermia. I like it too. I appreciate that. That the odds of running into each other at ECCC are definitely rather slim. But at post-vaccine, who knows? Maybe it'll be a thing. I do love Emerald City. I would love to go back. It'd be a lot of fun. I'm glad rocket science. I'm glad I can explain the science behind the rockets here, the YouTube rockets. So, I hope I'm not destroying anything. I guess we'll find out. Alrighty, let's see where we go from here. I'm all caught up on your comments. I want to get a really long lens. Another thing that's on my list is like a 400 millimeter lens. Something absurdly long that I would have to take out for very specific reasons to get shots kind of like this, but from even farther away. I don't know. The yawns are coming because I haven't eaten anything. It's not entirely true. I had a snack before this. I should probably get another beer. You've all been so generous. And why am I sitting here with a dry beer? So I'm going to go from Snake Dog to Doggy Style. Just for the context, because I know that would sound really inappropriate. And in the meantime, let me put up my little beer break. And why don't we play another song by the illustrious Sir Nick while I go do that. BRB. Oh, I like this one. I just picked it at random. Another fantastically weird. Hold on, I can't see the camera that you can see. I can't see nothing. It's Doggy Style. It's a dog with wings and like pinwheels. It's pretty weird, and it's amazing. The Snake Dog was a really nice IPA. It comes with. Oh, I can sit down. This time. Not being very sociable here. I'm going to leave the beer break sign on while we talk about beer. So, I think they're not getting the chair in. got a new chair. I haven't properly introduced, but it barely fits. The wheels barely fit the casters. Let's see. Flying Dog Brewery, thus the wings on the dog, imported in Europe. Oh, so this is from the States. In Frederick, Maryland. Never heard of these guys before. No wonder it's so good. All right, Snake Dog. No wonder it's so weird. This is not the kind of marketing that you would see in France, very, very broadly. It's not yet. There's some little microbreweries here that definitely do some weird stuff like this. But cheers to you. Thank you for all the super chats and the likes and the love. That's nice too. It's a pale ale at 5.5%, so these are stronger beers. Give it a little crackety crack. Because I feel like a pale ale is usually closer to 4%, 4.5%, but it's very good. As innate as its brother cool. What? It can't be learned. Oh, style. I get it. All right. I like it. Ah! All right, what do we got going down here while I was on the beer, looking for the beer? Yeah, so France is going to do couvre-feu in the more heavily affected areas. They're going to move it to 6 p.m. apparently, so that will be very early. Hopefully not in Paris, but it's possible. We don't have one now, Philip, but we might soon. I don't actually know what the rules are. They're talking about it still. I think they're going to announce it. I don't know when. I was talking about with my landlady today. She thinks they're going to announce it tomorrow. Not my landlady, my property manager. I don't have any answers. I would look at France 24 and the local are the two places that would be good. Hey, Oscar in Mexico. Hola. A lens so long it needs a tripod. Yeah. Well, yeah, probably, to be honest. But there's some really long shots that I've seen. There are a lot of shots in Paris that I cannot get because I do not have the equipment. That I should keep a list of them actually, but I'm sure I can find a lot of them very quickly because I keep a running tab in my brain. Woo! Thanks for the subscription there, Lither Rendell. Appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. RIP all conventions, indeed. Look at all you Seattleites being all fancy with your walks from the convention center and that fancy Starbucks roastery. Yeah, ECCC is really fun. I don't know if anybody actually says ECCC or just Emerald City, but you know. Comic-Cons are fun. Uh-oh. Don't know why it's Streamlabs is a little bit judicious in its moderation, I feel like. Sorry about that. I see the extra long sad face though. I see them. They come through for me, at least. A dragon beer. It's a dragon dog, that's for sure. It's a funky-looking dog. It's a weird, weird dog. Brewdog is also good. I cannot wait for Brewdog to open up again. All right. I think we're all caught up. Okay. Well, I'm glad that I'm not the only one, apparently, saying that. Comic-Cons are not big here. They do have one that's pretty big. They have a few. There's definitely a very strong, there's a very strong science fiction love here. There's a very strong comic book love here, but it is still more niche than mainstream here for sure. All right, we've had our beer. We've had our little catch up here. We'll get back to editing for a second. And then we might just hang out for a bit. Ooh, because I'm having fun. Oh crap, I forgot to get food and it's curfew. I'm gonna have to order food. I've been trying not to order food. Let's just make sure that they actually are still doing food delivery. I might need to order that right now. Otherwise it might be, I don't know when they're shutting it down for. I'm going to order some. I'm going to let you guys decide what I get for food out of options that I give you. So you're getting a limited decision. Ooh, what do I actually want? Are questions. Bo bun, Korean fried chicken, or yeah, those are the two. I think those are just the only options I'm going to put out there because the others don't look satisfying enough for what they are. So Korean fried chicken or bow bun. Well, you type which one you think I should get, and the first one to 3 wins. I see Korean fried chicken already. I see ramen. There's no good ramen place that will deliver to me. I live in the worst place for food, period. Not there are worse, but it sucks. San Diego Comic-Con would be fun. Korean fried chicken again. Ramen would be nice, but again, not going to get any good ramen here, unfortunately. Pizza. I thought about getting pizza. If 3 people say pizza before anything, if before one more Korean fried chicken, I'll get pizza, just because we have to honor chicken. There it is, fried chicken. Chicken. All right. Hey, CK2D. CK2D. Your hack for skipping ads was very popular in the comments. Well done. People loved that. Nobody wanted bow bun. I don't think anybody. Do you guys even know what bow bun is? Is that why? Does nobody know bow bun? I introduced it to my family when they came to visit, and they were not fans, which is unfortunate because it's so good. So good. Okay, let me get. Do I have to order this? Hold on. I'm ordering food really quickly to make sure that I don't miss out on it, because curfew combined, the delivery services stop serving much earlier than you think they're going to, which is unfortunate when you're really hungry, as I currently am. So waffle fries, sure. Oh, I do need ketchup, I think. I need to go buy some more ketchup. So ketchup and then some barbecue mayo. They've got the spicy mayo, which is really good. And I'm getting there's a chicken that has a sauce already on it, a barbecue sauce. So it's called the Yang Yum bucket is what they call it. So it comes with a barbecue sauce on it. And then you get a side of that spicy mayo, which is really good. And then a side of ketchup for the fries with the mayo. So you're pretty much perfectly set. That was way more expensive than I expected it to be for some reason. Let's go back. I'm pretty sure. Oh, no, that's right. I also figured out that these guys. Wait, what? Oh, it's because of the ketchup. That's why. I need to buy my own ketchup. That's why. All right. Delivery order placed, I think. So now I've got to definitely turn my notifications back on so I don't miss this guy when he calls. But he shouldn't be here for another 45 minutes, probably. They've been very busy with their, there's a lot of people ordering food because we're stuck inside. Yeah, I was gonna go buy food I was gonna go grocery shopping today, and I didn't, and now I'm paying the price. Oh, look at all those pizza requests coming in. Too late. Barbecue sauce, soy garlic sauce. I don't know. That sounds good though too. It is not Chinese cashew. I don't think. No, it's just Korean fried chicken. It's really good. They've got a couple different barbecue sauces. They've got a whole bunch of different options, which are delicious. Okay, so theoretically, 30 to 45 minutes he should be here. He or she, but probably he. I don't think I've ever had a woman delivery driver. So I feel fairly safe saying he. By tolling your country? I do not know what you're saying. Trolling your country. Huh. Yeah, Yanni, you can go ahead and block that guy if he keeps trolling. That's totally fine. So let's see where we go. Back to editing here, see if we can get ahead of the guy showing up with food. Good spot. That's a nice shot. I wonder what it would be like. It'd be really interesting to go out and make a video with a tripod for a whole day. That sounds like a nightmare to me, for carrying a tripod around and how slow it would be and how long it would take. But you'd probably get some nice shots. Okay, I talk on the Osmo when I get up here. Oh, I was trying to get the shot of this observatory with the EU flag, and then it went limp right as I got up there, and then I stepped down to get a different shot, and then it's went not limp again, and I didn't get as good of a shot as the last one would have been, but you know what? Okay, where also, I feel like this guy is the one I'm missing. That's the flag that I just zoomed in on, but this isn't in chronological order, but that's okay, because you wouldn't know that unless I told you. unless you're really observing. Interesting too how the camera's off tilt a couple times today, and I don't know if that's because I have the settings set incorrectly. Oh, hold on. Shoot. I'm gonna speed that up and use it. And we got this guy. Whoa, whoa there, cowboy. One of the problems with my my usual filming style doesn't translate very well to traditional filming or filming a slower video like this because I'm so fast, and I'm usually editing in my head as I'm shooting as much as anything. Like I'm thinking like I want this shot, this shot, this shot. Not even in terms of like knowing exactly how they're going to line up, but basically knowing how they're going to line up and knowing how I'm going to edit them to the music. So I only usually need short clips. And then when you want longer clips, haha, screwed yourself. As you've heard me complain about multiple times tonight. So it's a thing, unfortunately. A little bit of motion's not so bad though. All right, let's see. I got some more tree shots here in a second. Christmas trees. Was that food already? No. Man, shoulda. This is the bad side to turning notifications back on is then you start getting notifications. Da-da-da. There we go. That was a nice longer one. The light, when the light hits this building, it looks so good. We use the bus as our transition instead of waiting for it to go by. Pretty sure I've got some talking to do here soon. Da, 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 da. Okay, I like the framing of that one just fine. Oh yeah, why did I? Oh, I was like, why isn't it taking the photo? I'm trying to take a photo and it won't, and it's because it didn't stop recording for whatever reason. So I'm standing there, like being like, why? Sometimes it's not the smartest boy in the room sometimes. Okay, afterwards, like that. So little setup shots are kind of nice sometimes. And I'm gonna slow that down just a touch. This one didn't turn out as well. That one's alright. Okay, that's good. Give a little location shot. And then, so before, whoa, where are we at? 59 down here? Okay, this close. That's when I was taking that shot. Did I say anything here that I want to keep?
I've been up to Mount Martin. So much.
I remember this. I do.
I don't. There's so much of the city I just don't see anymore. I'll do it soon too, but yeah.
Okay, I might actually put that back here. Especially, actually here, because I didn't like how that got off kilter. So I'm gonna grab this. Shnikes, it's way too much. It's super long. We're gonna get rid of these two, and then I'm going to cut this stuff here because I like that together, the way that I put that together, and then we're gonna put this here, and then we're gonna go like this, and we're gonna put this. It's all gonna work in the
end. There's so much of the city I just don't see anymore. I haven't been up to Mount Martin.
Actually, we might be able to.
Months either.
Ah. No. So this is when. Nope, and also not good because I don't know if I want to keep all of that like that.
Months either. So I'll
Actually, what we can do, okay, hold
maybe
on.
I'll take a stroll up there sometime soon too. But yeah, surprisingly satisfying.
Okay. So I think I have a way of tricking it out. We're going to fade all the way under. And we're going to fade back in here. And we're going to fade slowly back out of it. And then we'll see if this does it. Because the thing is that hopefully people's brains don't get triggered by the fact that they just heard that, that measure or whatever length of song we're duplicating here. And then we'll... No. Haha.
There's so much of the city I just don't see anymore. I haven't been up to Montmartre in months either. So
actually, I want to do it here. The other thing is if you've got the rhythm in your brain, then when it comes back in and it's just a little bit off that rhythm, that might hurt you as well.
There's so much of the city I just don't see anymore. I haven't been up to Montmartre in months either. So maybe I'll take a stroll up there sometime soon too. But yeah,
that works.
Surprisingly satisfying.
That came on way too hot. I feel like this is the spot to put. I feel like I should be putting these in earlier. Hey, here's a question for those of you that watch my vlogs all the time. I don't have them in here yet. How annoying. I mean, I hope that these look classy and are not annoying at all. But when I put in these little overlays for like social to remind you like, hey, I'm also on Instagram, for example. Not annoying, right? Like, it's not too much. If I do that right there. That feels like a good time for it. Okay, so the other thing I was trying to do before getting distracted by rediscovering this guy was getting the walking and talking bit in here, which I believe is what this is. Schmeckles. There we go. The timing of this works out pretty perfectly. See how it works, but.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this little stroll, because I sure know I did. That was exactly what I needed.
Perfect timing.
It's a wonderful little chilly day out here in Paris. Most stuff's still closed. A lot of stuff's still closed, but some of the shops are open. I know the Peloton is open, and I could use a little afternoon coffee. So I think I'll stroll down there, grab myself a coffee, and then head home and, get back to pounding away at the grind. But I doodled a little bit this morning.
Holy crap, he's here already? That was... What? Hold on. Oui, allô? Ah oui, vous êtes déjà là? Ok, bon, ben j'arrive tout de suite. Il faut que les chaussures et j'arrive et je vous rencontre sur la roue. Ok, bon, j'arrive. Merci. What the... What? How? No, what? How long ago did I order food? How is he here 20 minutes early? It even says... What? I'll be right back. I gotta go. I can't leave him out there. He's on the street. Where are my keys? Yeah, I should probably put on hold on, let me put the beer break sign on so people know that and you can let people know where I am if they ask in the comments, I guess. BRB, yo. That's crazy. Oh. Whew. That was fast. Holy smokes. Okay, hold on. I'll put this back here, I guess. Oh, that's a big thing of chicken. That's why that was more expensive, because I got the big bucket. I did not mean to get that. This is a lot more fried chicken than I need. This is more fried chicken than any single human needs. But it doesn't mean I'm not going to eat it. Here, so here you go. Voila. With the red peppers on there and everything, so it's nice and spicy. I'm going to take a bite. I'll eat this. I'm going to cover it back up, and I'll eat it after we're done, while we're polishing. That's really good. Yeah. Okay. While I eat this, I'll check your comments. And then, really close to finishing. I didn't realize how hungry I was till just now. Whew, okay. Hey, Clayton. Happy New Year. Yeah, that video photo situation was brutal. What's up, Dave Trotter? Hey, Jason Rendon. Got myself back after doing what to other people? I missed that part. Out of context comments. Sorry. Well, watching me in English isn't so bad, David. Probably, you get some French here and there. That was good. Happy New Year, Eddie. I'm probably too late to say that to you. I think you might be gone by now, but Happy New Year. If you see this later. Wait, is Johnny leaving? That was good. The text thing, Jason. Sometimes I want you to read it. Sometimes I want you to have to work for it. It's a YouTube thing. You should. Sometimes they're extra super fast, but yeah, I'll try to leave them up a little bit longer. Oh, the overlay's not annoying. That's what it was. Oh, good. I'm glad that it's not annoying. Oh man, I need more. Yeah, that was super fast. Oh. Hi, Adam. I'm still here. Don't worry. Oh, Rack Daddy Adam's in here. That's exciting. That's good. It's good to see. We were just talking about Emerald City. There are some other Seattleites in the chat. I hope so. Adam is a Seattleite. He's an up and coming big wig in the Seattle scene. So you should definitely make sure you connect with him while he's in here. Jason's in here. There's a lot of Seattleites in here tonight. I am using Adobe Premiere. That's true. I'm really glad I did not forget my keys. That would have just been a long wait for me to come back. Jimmy John's is freaky fast. It's been a long time since I've had Jimmy John's. I have to climb back in through the window behind the monitor. Would have been brutal. Oh man, I'm gonna have to eat more while I talk to you guys here. Hey Sparrow, are you still in here? I'd be sad if I missed you. Now that I've left. Hey Abdul, I'm still here. Don't worry, I'm back. I'm just getting caught up on all the comments on the live chats, and then we'll finish editing this video, and then we'll talk a little bit, and then we'll polish the edit so it's not a finished edit. Just finish the first draft, and then I don't know. We'll hang out for a bit. I gotta also eat though at some point. Okay, good, Yanni. I'm glad you're here. Oh, Sam's in here too. I might eat all the chicken, to be honest. Sushi in Paris is terrible. No, it's not terrible. It depends on where you're from. I shouldn't have said it's terrible. I've only found one place that I really like in Paris. How about that? Options are slim. Although I do eat, it's not great, but it's fine. There's a little sushi stand in my grocery store, not far from here. And I actually like that as an option. It's not bad. Just then it's not a lot of like creative rolls. But some of the standard stuff's all right. I'm imagining Yanni's already said he's from Finland, but just in case he didn't, he's from Finland. As a vegetarian, it's always weird watching YouTubers eat meat. I can see that. All the PNW people up there. Happy New Year, Margaret. I wish it was snowy here. I have a little bit of like breading in my throat, I think. Wow, that was fast. What's up with Van Moof? I don't know. We'll find out. Should be here at the end of the week. That's the hope. There we go. I'm more right than wrong. Oh, yeah. No, I am more right than wrong. If you're from the West Coast in the States, you're used to a certain variety, at least, of sushi. There's a lot of Japanese people, immigrants, locals. I don't know what to say. There's a lot of good Japanese influence on the West Coast, I feel like, of the States. And there's a lot of great salmon especially, but there's a lot of great seafood in the Northwest where I'm from. So I'm used to sushi of a variety and a type and a quality that the French don't seem all that interested in. But there's one place that I found that has some really good and interesting, fun rolls. I don't know how much creativity really matters, but to me, it's fun to try different types of, sauces and sushi. Anyways, I just don't want to get myself into too much trouble. Let me silence my notifications here again so it's not vibrating all the time while we're talking. Here, I'm going to take one more bite of chicken. Sparrow, are you still in here? You never said anything. I lost you, didn't I? She's gone. Hi, Monica in San Diego. And hi, Katie. And Deborah. All right. Let me take a bite of chicken and then I'm going to finish this. Oh, it's so tasty. I also want some fries. I did not realize how hungry I am. But I am really, really hungry. All right. No, I'm going to bring the whole thing. I was just going to take a bite, but I'm bringing it back. I'm going to bring this piece of chicken with me. What a mess. Oh, good. Hi, Sprout. Say hi to your mom for me, too. She's very nice. Sent me some very nice notes over Christmas. Now I'm going to be chewing on camera. Sorry about that. Almost done. Beer break sign off. Chicken in the mouth. Let's edit. Sweet chicken.
And head home and, get back to pounding away at the grind. But I doodled a little bit this morning. Just drew a little ship.
I can pull that in here. Hold on. Where is it is the question. Did I download it onto this computer? I don't know that I did. Hey, Deanna Knudsen, if you're watching this, thanks for becoming a patron. I just saw that. She became a patron about an hour and a half ago. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it so much. Okay, I'm downloading this guy. All right, there's that. Let's put this in here since I'm showing off my fancy little cartoons. And we got to get a sound effect for this then too.
At the grind, but I doodled a little bit this morning. Just drew a little ship.
There. Let's move it over there. Is a happy little ship. Something like that. And then I need a kung fu punch. Actually, I think this one's a bit... No, that's not what I want. I'll just go with the first one. It's fine. Just got to reduce the old decibel level. Because, boy, is it too high. That's probably still too high. Hold on.
Drew a little ship, thinking about the Sea of the Unknown and all the potential future drawings that he goes like, well, I'll do something that I'm familiar with. And had a lot of fun drawing a little ship and actually putting it on water. I did the whole thing in color. It was fun. I don't know. Nothing really to write home about, but I still really liked it. And hope you like it too. And yeah, I'll go grab that coffee and then I'll see you again bright and early one of these mornings sometime soon. Maybe tomorrow, maybe not. I don't know. Still kind of like feeling this out as I go, but I'll see you for that. Hope you're having a good day. Stay warm, stay safe, and take care of somebody in your area if you can.
Okay, so there's that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this guy. We're going to make him last for another 20-ish seconds. And I think I've got more than enough
Also, special things.
Oh yeah, I have a little patron producer shout out here too. Got to make sure we get that in there. Which we can put.
All my patrons.
I think I talked way too much here. Well, let's see.
If you can. Somebody in the area if you can. Also, special thanks to today's patron in the area if you can.
Let's get rid of that audio because it was garbage.
If you can. Also, special thanks to today's patron producer, Catherine Moorhead, my most...
And then we got to go and get the Patreon overlay. Put that somewhere where you can actually read it. And I think it's Catherine with a K. I'll look here again. Let's put it in a position really quick. Is it the right size? It's not the right font, though. It needs to be, or the weight. It needs to be demi. Whoa, wrong thing. There we go. Okay, there's that guy.
Patron producer.
Cool. Okay, I'm just gonna double check that she spells her name that way. Show me my notifications. Yep, Catherine. Looks like I spelled it correctly. Hooray! Deanna, you were so close.
Also, special thanks to today's patron producer, Catherine Moorhead, my most recent patron as of this recording. And thanks for being here, Catherine.
And actually, what we can do, and what I want to do, is I want to bring this in underneath, and this guy can be over here. This guy can be up to negative 13-ish. I think this will do the trick.
You know, take care of somebody in the area if you can.
Oh, there we go.
Also,
that's
special
actually
thanks to today's patron.
The alt key is the devil.
Take care of somebody in the area if you can. Also, special thanks to today's patron producer, Catherine Moorhead, my most recent patron as of this recording. And thanks for being here, Catherine. It makes a big difference. And thanks to all my patrons, as always, and to all of you for watching, and for just being here in general. But thanks again to my patrons. They make little sanity strolls like this possible in the first place. And if you'd like to become a patron and run the risk of randomly getting selected as a patron producer, hey, I won't stop you.
Oh, that timing worked out pretty well. This guy is a little rough, so I'm going to pull that there. And then we just got to grab, what do we got here? Oh, that's the last one. That's the coffee shot. I said I was going to go get a coffee. Just grab that much. We can use that as the end bit if we don't have enough other stuff to fill it in. I was waiting so long for the traffic to get by me so I could just get this shot of the sun peeking out. There we go. Bow, bow. A closer version before I like fall over. Well, it actually works. It's not what I was looking for, but. Okay, so there's that. I really like, there's so many great shots of the Pantheon that you can get. It's just in such a good spot. And it's such a great building. Oh, I forgot about this. A little bit of stormy Notre Dame in the distance. You can see the construction. They've done it. I need to go down there and actually check it out more closely. But they finally got rid of all of the scaffolding. They cut it all out like piece by piece, which is great. You can see them working on it over there. Okay, that's good. Got anything else to share? Jay? Anything else worth seeing? I don't think so. I already got that guy. Okay, so then we can drag this guy out a ways until it gets shaky. And we can make it a little slower to make it last longer. And then this guy here. And then we drag them out with some nice foam. And then we got to add our artist, our music by credit. Nicola Cernick. And say 1089. No way that that's going to get me in trouble. Let's see. Change our font styles here a little bit so that it looks nice and pretty. Boop, 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 boop. And get our tracking. Is it tracking or kerning? I always get this wrong. Back down to something a little more reasonable. And put this here and leave it all the way up, but we will bring it up late like this. And I think we have ourselves a completed short video. It was not quite 12 minutes long. But that's okay. It doesn't have to be. Let me get caught up on what all you all are saying, and then we can watch it together. And I might eat a little bit more while we watch it, but I got to polish it here as we go. Do they call them French fries in France? No. They call them frites. Yeah, London has a much more, I would say that if you're, oh boy, I'm going to get in trouble. London's got a more creative and interesting food scene than Paris does. And that's kind of what we were talking about with that dude that was a little bit weird and liked to try and, in front of me, try to, that guy. We were talking about him earlier. Anyways, as that story, I think, demonstrates in its own way, it's just not the same thing. I love going to London because you see things where you're like, what? They're putting that and that together, and the food scene is very different. So you might have better luck with sushi up there. I don't know, though. I don't know what the sushi scene is like up there either. I do miss good sushi, though. There are a lot of oysters here, though. If you want some good oysters and snails here, you can definitely get them all over the place. I do want to spend some time in New York. It's been a long time since I've been in New York, and I want to go. I'm glad you like the doodle. I had fun doodling it. I've been doodling more doodles. I need to doodle more doodles. I'm trying to figure out what's for me and what's for others. Oh, go. No, Adam, stay. Happy New Year if you are still here, which you're probably not, but I miss you. You should come to Paris so I can give you a waffle here. He bought me waffles once in the States. I want to buy him waffles here. Visa processes are not fun. I'm glad. Thanks, Sparrow. If you're still in here. Sparrow, your name in what's the word I'm looking for? Inspires visions of birds that are here that grace your presence with beauty and lovely songs and then fly away so quickly. So I always feel like you're going to just be gone. I'm going to be like, oh, she was here. No, she's gone. Happy, healthy New Year to you too, Beth. No crab fishing. Oh, that is not good. That is sad news. The cursors are huge, Kevin. The reason is because they're sized for a 4K screen right now for whatever reason. So I'm editing on my 1080 monitor, and Premiere seems to think that means I need 4K sized icons. So they are massive. It's a rather hilarious element to this, but I guess it helps you to see them, right? When you're watching to see what I'm doing. I guess that's good. There's more vegan food in England than here for sure as well. Thank you, Sin Bobber. I appreciate that very much. Happy super chats to you too. Yeah, Sam is the resident Englishman here, and he's owning up to the fact that English food is not traditionally the best on its own, but the immigration that they've allowed over time or enabled shouldn't go down that path too far in a live stream, but has brought a lot of good food. Oh man, sushi. I miss good sushi. Why are we talking about sushi? Yeah, Jackie, I saw that you saw the doodle, and I got what you meant. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. I do. So Kevin, I did have Essential Graphics. Oh, right. Should save them to the library so that, thank you. I will do that next time. I thankfully saved my logo and a couple other things to my library, so I found those, but the Essential Graphics I should have saved to my library because I miss them. I need to rebuild them. Just cannot bring myself back to it. So bonne année to you too, Sin, now that I'm caught up on the comments. Hey, Chris. Oh, you can file that bug if you want, for sure. I think it's kind of funny, but yeah, it would be nice. I'm getting used to it, but it would be nice if they weren't ginormous because it does get lost on me. In London, an English accent is hard to find. I love London. I need to go back. I want to spend more time there. Yeah, beer in the UK. The UK's got beer ahead of France as well. The French are trying to catch up, though. There's some good breweries here for sure. But I definitely need to go on a curry and beer tour in the UK. Would make me a very happy boy. Okay, so I don't want to eat more on the microphone because I really just want to chow down. So what I'm going to do instead is let's polish this now. So for those of you that never watched this before, I'm just going to kind of watch the whole thing through to catch little errors, tighten it up in areas that need it, see if there's anything that I particularly hate and want to just delete, or, I'm just going to kind of give it its once over here. So, yeah, it's basically what's going to happen, more or less. I guess I could make myself bigger for that, but I'm not going to because that's just silly. Who needs that? France, UK travel, I don't think will change too much because they came up with a deal. Sam might know more about that as well because he's more closely connected to it than I am. But please do bring some ale down in 2021, Sam, when you come back. That would be great. But yeah, it's going to be more complicated for sure. And there's some interesting stories that have come out of it, but they will be able to travel into France. And if you're an American traveling, you'll be fine between them because you're legal in both. It's just the EU and the UK have to renegotiate a lot of things. And thankfully, they've renegotiated some stuff. A deal is better than no deal. Not to get into politics, and politics in which I only have somewhat of a toe in the race, and no horse. Okay. Excuse me. Here we go.
Today that I would just go for a little bit of a stroll. Initially I was wanting to go up to the Pantheon, which I think is where I'll still end up going. But then I just decided to hop out here because I didn't realize that there were up to the Pantheon, which I think is where I'll still end up going. But then I just decided to hop out here because I didn't realize that there were still Christmas markets going on in Saint-Germain. And, I thought we could pass by, check out this. I'm just going to go for a walk. I've been wanting to go for one for a while. No real point. Just kind of make my way along, and we'll see where that takes us from there.
That's actually a good time. One of the things I was just thinking about is I should probably put some of these overlays in earlier. I tend to put them in later because I'm like, well, people will find them, as they watch this later, but probably should advertise yourself a little bit sooner. And legibly, ideally, somewhere where you can actually see it. I guess you can see it better over here in the corner here. That's good.
Good to get out for a stroll. I think, speaking about like inertia yesterday and having a hard time just getting up and going, I think it's a good idea to, just try to go out, especially on days where it's sunny. Just see one thing. Take advantage of the fact that I live in Paris, because honestly, it's pretty easy to forget that I live in Paris from time to time, which probably sounds funny. But when you live in your tiny little cave, and maybe, I have my routine, going down, getting some work done. I have my routines, some of which do get me out of the house, and whether it probably sounds funny. But when you live in your tiny little cave, and maybe, I have my routine, going down, getting some work done. I have my routines, some of which do get me I have my routine, going down, getting some work done, some of which do get me out of the house, and whether that's out for runs or down to the cafe to check in on things. It's also easy to forget that I live in this city that I've always wanted to live in and worked so hard to be here. And honestly, it feels like this year has just been completely lost, which I recognize is a very common feeling right now. For the way that the year has gone, should I cross here? I wonder if I should cross here if we're going to go, because I also want to take a walk through the Luxembourg gardens while we're here. I'll cross up here. But it can be really easy just to sit at home and feel productive for a while, but then feel like I start to go a little bit stir crazy, or just, I don't know, feel kind of stuck. So getting up, going for a walk can definitely help with that a little bit. At least that's the hope, that's the theory, so we'll see how that plays out. But right now, it's lovely. Good way to get out and enjoy some sunshine before the sun sets early. And hey, in due time, the sun's going to be setting later and later. And, before we know it, we'll be back to summer.
I thought about this earlier too, but I don't want to lose the sound entirely right off the bat. I liked it.
Back to summer.
Ah, what the heck? It's not loud enough. You know what I can do as well? Actually, I can cheat on that. Let's go to our crossfades. Put it on purely on this side.
Back to summer.
There we go. It's so off kilter here too. It's gotta be a setting.
It is always nice to stop and kind of look at these apartments that are for sale. This one is extremely expensive though. Everything on here is like between 1.5 and like 5 million euros if you want to go live in this music pavilion of the Countess of the province.
It is 800 square meters, so that is huge.
Like what? I mean, hey.
Still
Plenty of
really
room to
expensive.
dream, right? Although I don't know if I want a music pavilion. It did look beautiful. There's an artist atelier there, or an artist workshop, all for 1.6 million. It is kind of fun though. I like stopping at those windows and dreaming a little bit. It's nice. Maybe someday. You never know. But in the meantime, I can walk through the park for free. Kind of crazy. I've never walked over to see, like, it's the fountain is still under. Whoa, is still under. Whoa, that's kind of crazy. I've never walked over to see, like, it's drained, and I wonder if wow, that's so weird to see it like this. It feels like it's just been torn apart. It's weird. Hey, there's our end goal though. We'll head up there here after we take a stroll through the garden.
Come on. There we go. Not the most precise way of doing that, but
Art. It's weird.
a little bit strong.
Hey, there's our end goal though. We'll head up there here after we take a stroll through the garden. nice to see people out and about and just enjoying the park a little bit here. And it's nice that the parks are going to be closed. They said, at least for now, they're not going to take any more dramatic measures like another lockdown. Although
it's a little bit too much. Where are you at? Get down to way you're at 15. 18 works. Hey, Valerie Briggs, thanks for that subscription. I appreciate it very much.
Like another lockdown, although they might move curfew from 8 p.m. to 6 p.m. in like the seriously affected areas. And in the list that I saw, Paris or Ile-de-France wasn't listed as one of the departments that would have to conform to that. But I can't imagine. I imagine we will. But time will tell. We'll find out soon enough. It's funny though because it doesn't with the sun out. It doesn't feel that cold. It's nice just to take a stroll. Doing me some good for sure. I have a lot of work I got to get done this afternoon. Brian was texting me before I left, and I need to make sure that I get on top of that. Oh, I totally thought I could exit here. I'll exit over there. But yeah, what a privilege that I can just, I don't know, take a walk through here and stretch my legs, get some sunshine, and then go back to work. You know, it seems pretty neat to me, and it's a good reminder. It's a good reminder. This is exactly what I was after today. I needed this. A reminder where I live and why, basically. Lucky to be here. There's so much of the city I just don't see anymore. I haven't been up to Montmartre in months either. So maybe I'll have to take a stroll up there sometime soon too. But yeah, surprisingly satisfying. This little stroll because I sure know I did. That was exactly what I needed. It's a wonderful little chilly day out here in Paris. Most stuff's still closed. A lot of stuff's still closed, but some of the shops are open. I know the Peloton is open, and I could use a little afternoon coffee. So I think I'll stroll down there, grab myself a coffee, and then head home and get back to pounding away at the grind. But I doodled a little bit this morning. Just drew a little ship, thinking about the Sea of the Unknown and all the potential future drawings I could do. I was like, well, I'll do something that I'm familiar with, and had a lot of fun drawing a little ship and actually putting it on water. I did the whole thing in color. It was fun. I don't know, nothing really to write home about, but I still really liked it, and hope you liked it too. And yeah, I'll go grab that coffee, and then I'll see you again bright and early one of these mornings sometime soon. Maybe tomorrow, maybe not. I don't know. Still kind of like feeling this out as I go, but I'll see you for that. Hope you're having a good day. Stay warm, stay safe, and take care of somebody near you if you can. Also, special thanks to today's patron producer, Catherine Moorhead, my most recent patron as of this recording. And thanks for being here, Catherine. It makes a big difference. And thanks to all my patrons, as always, and all of you for watching, and for just being here in general. But thanks again to my patrons. They make little sanity strolls like this possible in the first place. And if you'd like to become a patron and run the risk of randomly getting selected as a patron producer, hey, I won't stop you.
Voila. There it goes. So let me start this rendering. We'll see how loudly my computer screams while I do this. I guess this is something that's happening on the other screen. Don't worry about it. Hold on a second. I'm calling this one Just a Stroll. Export. See, I'll put that up there so you can see how it's going as we, right? You can see that. Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, new bar. There we go. See how this goes, and you can hear it scream as it renders out. Do. Trimming time. Man, isn't that crazy? The 90-day limit is what I just read from Sam. That is crazy. Glad that you're finding some inspiration. That's good, Sparrow. Glad you're here. Glad you're sticking around this time. I'm glad you like the music. Chris, the guy who made the music, is in the chat right now, although he's over on Twitch, but you'll see him pop up. So I'm sure he appreciates hearing that. I see all the comments, the compliments. Hey, me first. I hope you're having a good lunch break. Close-ups of the booths. None more than I already did. No, I did think about that after, right as I was editing. Like, I probably could stop. But I always feel weird stopping and filming, like, very obviously in close-up with those booths. So I don't tend to do that as much. I was thinking about that today, though. Maybe a little bit more. Inertia is definitely the word of the year. It's what it feels like. Look at all those compliments to the music. Look at that. Everybody's saying all these nice musics. So nice. I'm just trying to get caught up as it's rendering. It's gonna beat me. It's gonna be done rendering before I get caught up on all the comments. Down. Oh, looking for points there, Christopher. Good to see you in here, Christopher. You have to do that over on Twitch, though, I think. And I also don't know. I think that it works over on Twitch, but we got to figure that out. Mystery Man's in here. Good to see you, Mystery Man. Yeah, it was nice to take a stroll. It was good. Uplifting. It's good to have a nice little uplifting day. Hello, MSMMMMM. Ow, bow, 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 bow. It could have been Shonda, but I kind of wanted to give my face a little bit more space, so that's why I ended up putting it down a little bit lower. Probably would have looked a little bit nicer to be a little bit higher, but yeah, no. You win some, you lose some. Adobe Fresco. I'll have to give it a try. I got the Adobe Photoshop Sketch, and it's meh, but I'll definitely give that a try because if it's awesome, it's awesome. I downloaded a whole bunch of them to try different ones. So you got to go to a meeting now, Jenica. No, you don't. You got to hang out here. Hang out here. As the editing goes, sort of. I edit, like I was saying earlier, Chris, I edit a lot while I'm filming. So editing, technically, I guess, sort of happens here on my computer, but while I'm filming, I'm crafting the video as I go. I don't take a lot of extra B-roll or anything I'm not going to use. I kind of take stuff that I know I'm going to use. I end up using the vast majority of everything that I film. Like, obviously, there's bits you don't use within it, but yeah. So yeah, but then I do separate myself as well and think like, well, I don't like this is boring or this is redundant or whatever, and I cut that out. So I hope that answered your question. Thanks, Sir Nick. I'm glad you liked the video. Wait, I missed things. I don't know what's going on. On the export, yeah, I just use the quick export. Usually I use the media encoder, but I've been using the just direct export lately because this computer is so fast that it just gets it done. It saves no time not to, basically. So I just do it that way. So, bow, 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 bow. I do have a nice online community, Jackie. I'm very lucky. I'm very fortunate. And Yanni and Mystery Man and Dixie, everybody that moderates is very much appreciated. And I'm very glad that they're here and that they help a lot. So we're very lucky to have them. Be sure to be nice to them because they won't abuse their power if you're not nice to them and kick you out. Don't worry. But they deserve some niceness. So I very much appreciate having them around here. Oh, Sir Nick came over to say that he appreciated the compliments. That's good. 4K videos in the works? Heck no, Mikey. Heck no. No way. on the turnaround time for that? No, I do. So here's, however, I say that with emphasis, but someday I do want to build a machine, like a tower that could really handle 4K offline. And I'm tempted to try it on this computer now just to see what it's like. But I need to have like a super overpowered machine to handle 4K offline. Because if I'm rendering out to proxies and then coming back, it's not that big of a deal. And I know it's getting faster all the time. But considering that like I am normally traditionally filming all day and come home and edit, like I start editing, not in the before times, before COVID, I was starting my edit, if I was lucky, by 10 p.m., maybe 11 p.m. And if I want that out the next morning, there's no way that I can do it in 4K, but it's tempting. And even just a down res from 4K would also be very tempting. But I need a significant upgrade to my knowledge still at this point to be able to do that. So no way on 4K for now. But I would like to do some experimenting with it for sure. Because I want to do a 4K Silent City of Paris. So you've reinvigorated my interest in it. And even though I said no, now I kind of want to do it again. So thanks for that. Hey to Calistoga, California, Waramy. Do I have a story in mind before I start shooting? Yeah. I mean, usually yes and no. So yes, in the sense that if I'm firing on all the cylinders, which I am definitely not lately, but ideally, I have a story I want to tell, just like a topic that I want to cover, and I already know kind of what I'm going to say over the course of the day. And then I know what I'm doing over the course of the day. So I know there's a certain structure that goes into certain types of days and how it goes. And then if everything's working well, they both work out together. So the third component is what you don't know is going to happen. So there are always surprises in every day. You don't know how every day is going to go. And usually you can incorporate those if you catch them into the story very well. And hopefully all of that ends up illustrating the main point you're trying to make for the day. So like today, the idea was to go out and get my spirits up by taking a walk. And so that's the kind of video that I'm going to make. And I was successful in lifting my own spirits. But, it's also that whole thing of like, if you measure a system, do you affect the system? Part of it's also I'm setting myself up to succeed by telling a story about it probably. But anyways, yeah, so I go out with an idea how it's going to go exactly. You don't know what's going to happen as you go. If a place is going to be closed because it's France and things just close all the time for no good reason, if your bike's just not going to ever show up, or all kinds of things that or just you run into friends, you cross paths with people. The Medici fountain being under construction is something I totally forgot about, and I'd never seen it from that angle under construction before. So that's just a cool moment to capture as well, because that's just genuinely me being like, oh my gosh, this is weird. I've never seen this before. So then there are elements of that also just tie in and make some nice flavor, I suppose. Voice box, when is it safe to vacation again? Oh, when it is safe. I want to go to the Netherlands really badly. That's like my go-to right now. So as soon as I feel safe traveling within Europe, I think once I'm vaccinated, I'll probably go. I think I'll probably just not travel until then. Partially because I think it's, wiser, but also partially because I'm in a weird spot where I feel like what I do does affect some people. And so, I want to set a good example. So as soon as it is safe, whatever we define that as, I want to go to the Netherlands. I have friends there that I want to see, and then I just want to chill. I just think it'd be fun. What am I drinking to bring in the new year? Right now, I'm drinking Doggy Style. I'm drinking this strange dog brewing company out of Maryland, and it's pretty tasty. Yeah, it is easy. The quick export is easy. Look at all those thankses. Hope all's well for you too, Al Walid. Take your 1080 views and blow them up in media encoder to 4K. That sounds. You can't tell the difference. I'll try that. I don't believe that's. I mean, most people can't tell if something's in 4K anyways, so maybe that's true. Actually, I never thought about that. That is a really interesting point. More interested in rapid pan shots that don't stutter. Good to know. I love that your welcomes there, Mystery Man. Take all that credit. You've earned it. I make it look easy. Well, I've been doing it for a long time. I've been editing with Premiere since I was probably 14 or 15. So that's like 20 years-ish, plus 20-ish years. 20 years. I'm 35. So, yeah, I've been editing for a really long time. And I was not always this fast. And also, I'm faster. These videos, I'm very fast because I've done so many of them that I've edited it in my brain basically ahead of time. So I'm just following what I would normally do. which is why the 80 and 8 is much more difficult because there's so much more talking and there's not a plan. It is purely exploring that it doesn't follow a structure, and it actually hurts my brain to edit those. And I'm going to do one more. I think I'm going to film one more during curfew just to round out my 20, because I need to do the 18th still. I've done the 20th. I need to edit that, and I'll do the 18th, and we'll see what that's like as well. But because all the churches and stuff are closed right now, as far as I've seen, they're back to being closed. I'm not going to probably get back to the 80 and 8 until stuff opens up again, because it's nice to wander around outside, but like if you can't go inside anywhere, if you can't eat anywhere, well, you need to eat food is also is important just for walking around all day. But that was a random aside, but I've been editing for a long time. That's why it goes so fast. Thank you. Hey, Yesenia. Good to see you. Oh, there you go. I do match the video cuts to the music all the time. I love doing that. It's just fun. I've been doing that for the whole time I've been vlogging. Hopefully I've improved at it to some degree. Happy New Year to you as well, Michael. That's a good question, Alwaleed. I think that 4K, they do advertise it. If it's available in 4K, they advertise it. So it's got to have some effect, but I don't know how much of an effect it has. Where does one find Maryland beer in Paris? I don't even remember actually where I got it. I think I got it at my Lagunitas is here. Lagunitas has a bunch of different beers here, and then Goose Island is here. That I think is kind of all over the place. These guys I just found in my grocery store randomly. There are a few around, but there's some British breweries here too, which are also really good. So and there's some good local Parisian breweries too that are good. Galia's has got some good beers. Deck and Donahue has got some great beers. So there's some good local beer popping up as well. Yeah, Kevin knows all the tricks. I'm glad you enjoy my videos, Yesenia. Thank you. Yeah, it's a never-ending process, and I don't even use a tenth, I'm sure, of what I could be using in Premiere. I need to go to school or something. I need to get retaught how to do a bunch of stuff and upgrade my whole thing. Food is important for bodily functions. It is true. Would like to try Procreate. It's true. It does not go on Samsung, but there are some equivalents. Supposedly, I have one of them, and I'm really enjoying them. I'm going to enjoy doing those more. Hey, Mr. Beerman, Amsterdam in the house. I do want to go to Amsterdam sometime soon. It's just a fun place. And the Dutch are just so much fun. I just love the Dutch. I just love the culture. I don't know what it is. It's just the right combination of friendly and direct. Okay, I'm pretty well caught up. Hey, Jeff, Happy New Year. Better late than never. And Jonathan, I do also want to go to Sweden. I actually want to go to Sweden because with a name like Lennartson, I'm guessing that you're in Sweden. I have family roots in Sweden, so I think it'd be a really fun video to go try to hunt down one of the family legends. We have a really interesting story that, if it's true, would make a really great video. So I want to go see if I can track that down. And I've never been to Sweden, really. I've crossed the border once, so technically I've been in Sweden, but I've never been to Sweden. So high on the list as well. I want to go north. I just feel like I've spent a lot of time south. I haven't really spent a lot of time in Scandinavia. And I do want to do a food tour of the UK. Now that things seem to be cooling down and like accessible, I've been wanting to do a curry and beer and coffee tour in the UK, and just I want to spend more time up there. I want to get to know the UK better. I feel like there's just so much up there, and it would be nice. Honestly, I think part of it is also traveling in a place where you speak the language, even if you don't understand all the accents. Traveling in a place where you speak the language sounds really appealing as well, just from an ease standpoint, because I don't have anything to prove anymore, so it's like I just want to just go enjoy some places, and I feel like the UK's got a lot of magic to offer. So anyways, I think I'm gonna wrap it up there. I've got some chicken that's probably really cold on my stairs behind me now, that I'm gonna go eat, and so hopefully you all are doing well and having a grand old time. And yeah, I thanks for hanging out and for watching me edit a video. What a delightfully strange world we live in, where I could sit here and edit and stream it and have a great time talking with a bunch of internet strangers that are not really strangers, internet people that I enjoy talking to on the internet. I'm really very articulate this late in the game. I hope they're having a wonderful night. I'm going to go enjoy my cold chicken. And yeah, I hope Cheesehead heard curry and beer and wants to sign up. I totally understand that. I want to sign up too. So good luck with your writing, Sparrow. Good luck with all your work, everybody else, and sleeping and relaxing and having a grand old time. That's true. The also going to the Nordic countries, the English is easy too. So that's part of it. It's just like, that's definitely a temptation there as well. But I will. I'll talk to you all soon. Obviously this video will be live tomorrow if you want to watch it again in full screen instead of just this tiny little window in the corner. And yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks for supporting me. Thanks for just making my life so much better. I'm so grateful that you're all here. So have a nice night, and yeah, I'll see you later. I'm gonna do the outro screen though. Hold on. I'm gonna play one more song by Sir Nick here, I guess, on the way out, and then I'll do the outro screen because you got to do that, right? Let's do this one. Is this a different one? Oh yeah, it's a different one. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. Have a nice night.